Them in the frigid range, just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. From the 10. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
Middle front row, so good, Johnson, good. Right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, now Fields to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Running for it, Montgomery. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Jones going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Let's go. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw here taken in by Gesicki. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields, he'll leave it for Montgomery complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Back to throw. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the 50, here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Okay, boys, we still love you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And it's up to the deep ball. They didn't get it. Well, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They snap it to Fields. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Fields on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 77 yards. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the round is on here in this first half. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Again, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. On 4th down, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Left side and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They'll find Aguero complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And they've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They're going to go. It's Fields. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they are going for it. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Catch made by Watson on the out route. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. From his own end zone, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. He's up to the 20. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st.
That's one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep. And while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Fields. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now it's Fields. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Did not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled with big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Santos with the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Throwing is Rodgers. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line. So a big return there, Charles. That was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Chargers are moving on as we say thanks for watching.